So, with Hogwarts Legacy, of course, releasing this week, actually, I'll be able to get my hands on it tomorrow as of this recording. I wanted to, of course, cover my thoughts about whether or not I think this game will be everything it's been promised and lived up to be. But before I jump into this topic, if you enjoy topics about PlayStation, Xbox, and even PC gaming, then I'm letting you know this channel is for you. So why don't you consider joining the community that we're building on this channel and also bringing discussions to amazing videos that drop Monday, Wednesday, Friday, weekly on this channel. So getting back into it, this game, of course, is going to be developed by WB's own studio, Portkey Studios, and will be an open world RPG that is, of course, set way before the Harry Potter movies coming into the 1800s. This game, of course, is a heavy focus on combat and exploration, most notably wand combat. And that is a very tricky thing to capture. We've seen that it's kind of struggled through the actual movie tie-in games of Harry Potter, where it was, of course, more of the early games were exploration, while the middle games were kind of like a beat 'em up. And then the final two we got were, of course, first or third person Call of Duties that you just did this the entire time. It's very funny. I recommend you go look at those older games and see kind of the comedy that ensued in them. But of course, in trailers and gameplay that's come out, of course, through people who've had early access and are allowed to upload some footage due to the embargo being lifted, the gameplay looks actually quite fun and can be all very adaptive to your sort of gameplay style. We can see in the game that they've adapted a Ghost of Tsushima combat style by using a kind of like a wheel of spells, kind of like the stance system in the Ghost of Tsushima game, where you would use different stances to your advantage depending on enemy types. And we're seeing this in this game by you're going to be wanting to use different spells catered towards different enemies, whether they're creature enemies, of course, other wizards, or even, using defense spells so you don't take as much damage in trying to fight that world. So it'll be very interesting to see all the combos you can put and all the wand combat that will be involved as you develop through the game, leveling up and discovering new spells and, of course, getting better. So, of course, throughout the game, you get to see the fleshed out world and, of course, the new implementation, the plant and potions mechanic, where you get to grow plants and make potions through those plants, or just finding other materials in the world. It'd be very cool to see how you can make these and maybe how they will cater to the quest you get, side or main, that will change the dynamic of the gameplay flow as you have a choice-based system, hopefully through the mission set. But we'll see. The game, of course, features an expansive map of the wizarding world, something that a lot of Harry Potter fans, including myself, have wanted since the beginning. Of course, if you've been to the Universal Studios Wizarding World Harry Potter, you've always wanted to actually play the world in-game, and we are finally getting that beautiful world that we'll be able to explore. I mean, I'm telling you, people will just buy this game to explore Hogwarts and the Forbidden Forest and even Hogsmeade. I mean, this game has in-depth details of Hogwarts, and of course, my favorite setting in Harry Potter is the Forbidden Forest, due to all where the dark creatures inhabit, and you may get to see some teasers of future people you meet in the Harry Potter world of his time period. So it's very cool to see this part of it being inside of this. I can't wait to explore and see what's different in this. That, of course, changes because of time in the Harry Potter movies. It'll be very cool. Of course, this game has a one of the things which makes sense. They have a spell system that will affect you if you use dark magic, and people will begin to fear you, and you can, because of the use of curses and dark magic, and you have kind of a honor system like Red Dead Redemption 2, where you can be a darker wizard and it will affect your ending, as there's multiple endings, and you will also begin to not have friends, really. It looks like a lot of people fear you and don't even want to get to know you in the world due to you being a dark wizard, and pretty much leave him alone. It's kind of interesting. You can be a wizard scumbag rather than an outlaw like in Red Dead Redemption. I'm very interested to see how this game captures that, whether with ending where some of the choices you would make in this character role as being a dark wizard, you wouldn't make as a high honor wizard. You would use spells that did not kill, but I'm interested to see how killing creatures and other wizards might affect your dark wizard status, as it may push it further, and you might be able to make more choices that you wouldn't as a wizard who is more on the high moral ground. I'm excited to see how they do that in this game. I can't wait to see what they adapt from the lore we know from just the books of Harry Potter, and also just outside sources that kind of develop more of the world before him. And I can't wait to see how they implement that in this game and show how dark wizards really are powerful, but it comes with a price. So I can't wait to see that, of course. Um, and now, of course, I wanted to, if you checked my channel update, I had said that I was going to wait for the reviews of the game to drop to really get a video out, because I wanted to see and talk about whether or not they came out, because there's a lot of contention of who was going to review the game due to some of the controversy I'll address here in a second in the video. But the reviews are really good. I cannot wait to play the game. I'm super excited anyway, but I'm glad to see that reviewers who did review the game find it fun and inventive and just a really good game. I mean, this game is really cementing that 2023 might be one of the best gaming years for this current generation of consoles and just gaming in general. A lot of people are saying, man, will this game year beat 2007 or be close to compare? Because 2007 was a really good year for games. Of course, I will be uploading my thoughts hopefully by Friday or Saturday at the end of this week about what I think about the game and whether or not you should pick it up. But I'm going to try to get it out as quick as I can. Now, of course, I promised I will be addressing the recent controversy around this game. Now, while J.K. Rowling said some very bad things that I do not agree with at all, we should not be tearing down developers who put their heart and effort and blood, sweat, and tears into this game. I mean, they have nothing to do with J.K. Rowling. They love the world of Harry Potter and the wizarding world of Harry Potter, I guess. And there is no reason to be tearing them down because of the author. Because if we're going to start doing that, you need to look at other series. Because those authors and creators are also as bad as well. They say some pretty damning things. So we need to respect the people making it, as they are not in relation with J.K. Rowling. They had nothing to do with her, nothing to do with these comments. They just wanted to make a game in a very interesting world that can be fleshed out. And another thing is, a user on Twitter made a website that will let you know if one of your Twitch streamers you like to watch is covering the game. And I think that's terrible, because we're tearing down careers because of a game that they wanted to play. I mean, why? It doesn't hurt you. Also, if you don't support it, don't watch. Don't buy it. Vote with your wallet. It doesn't hurt you. Leave them alone. I mean, I don't understand why people want to tear down other people for playing a game, especially when the game is made by people who have nothing to do with the person in question who created the series. I mean, it's okay if you don't support the game. It's your right. Vote for your wallet. But don't tear down other people because they want to play it, because that's not right. And it's something that will affect future games going forward. I mean, I covered 6 Days in Fallujah. That's a popular, title that was canceled. And I mean, this is unfair to be hurting these people who want to cover the game and also who made the game. It's unfair, unjust. You should not be hurting these people. They did nothing wrong. They made a game in a world they really enjoy. I mean, I just don't understand why we want to tear down developers making great titles in worlds that, of course, were created by bad people. But they're not part of it. They're trying to make it better by putting their names into it. So you won't think about that. You'll think about this game, not that. But of course, that's the way it is. We tear down other people because we can. I mean, I think if you're going to vote with your wallet, go buy Hi-Fi Rush, a game that Xbox has come out with that is amazing. It's only $30. Go check it out. I'll be covering it later on in the channel here soon about that game. I have a really interesting video I can't wait to create about it, and another title that's similar. And I'm going to have that come out. But buy that game. Play that game. It's an amazing game. Let's support developers we want to support. And if you don't want to play this game, don't play it. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to hurt anybody else. Now, if this game included things like what J.K. Rowling said, then it's a different story. But these developers just made a game in a series they love and respect. So let's give them the respect they deserve, as obviously they've made a great title so far. Of course, we'll see if the reviews are wrong, but as we know now, they made a really good title. So again, let's respect the developers and the people wanting to play the game and cover it, as I will be covering it. So again, I want to thank you all for watching. This is it for the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, go and hit that subscribe button, and also like the video, and also hit the notification bell for future updates, and comment down below what you think. Are you going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy? Do you have issues with Hogwarts Legacy? Please tell me down below. I'd love to discuss that with you and figure out, different opinions about the game and how we would further like the game to be implemented if you don't agree with the mechanics in the game. Please tell me down below. And of course, when I review it, I'd love to hear what you think as well. So again, thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.